The moment you guys were waiting for is about to start, but before, make sure that all of you who just joined the live share this live with everybody, and also those of you who are currently watching, go ahead and share. Let's make sure that this video goes viral and everybody gets to see the folkonlinefest. Thank you.
Come and raise your voice and share the beauty of your story. Talk about the place where you were born and raised your essence. Different costumes, sounds, and ages coming together as one heart, learning all about what makes each one unique. A world of cultures that paint with colors our lives.
Good evening, friends who join us from all over the world. Tonight, from the tranquility of our homes, we get ready to embark on a magical journey around the planet. We warmly welcome you to this, the first, the one and only international folk festival in the universe. Yes, the folkonlinefest. My name is Juan Ortiz, and I want to thank you for joining us in this unique event that makes world history tonight. The folkonlinefest is held with the support and collaboration of two folk dance groups united in the distance from sister nations. From Mexico, el Ballet Folclórico Nuevo Jalisco, and from my beloved Puerto Rico, el Ballet Folclórico Guamanique. We've taken the time to celebrate this unique festival given our new reality from the emergency generated by the coronavirus. Today, with all the excitement anyone can feel, we have the pleasure to align a group of 10 international ensembles that come together to show us the best of their countries through music and dance. These groups have joined us from Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Georgia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Tahiti, and Kenya. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight with the folkonlinefest, and I hope that you enjoy the show. Before the show goes on, it is now time to present you the organizers of the folkonlinefest, Mr. Olvin Valentin and Patricia Orozco. Both Olvin and Patricia will be letting us know a little bit about the purpose of the festival and some nice details as well. And also, they will be conducting interviews with the directors of the folk dance groups who will be participating with us tonight.
Thank you, Juan. Yes, for me and for us, it's a great honor to be part of this great project, an innovative concept of connecting people and sharing culture and folk art throughout the world in an online virtual format due to the circumstances. So it's very exciting. This was an idea that was born out of this situation, and in just a short amount of time, we gathered so much interest from people from all over the world. We got so many groups that were interested in participating. So it is something very exciting, and this is just the beginning of something that could be very, very impactful. And as you mentioned, we will be talking throughout the night with several directors from the other groups that will be participating. Some of them will be sharing their experiences in their countries with the coronavirus and the whole situation, and also talking a little bit about their groups and what they will be performing. So we'll keep talking with them during the show.
Pues muchas gracias, Juan. Muchas gracias, Olvin. Estoy muy contenta por ser parte de esta iniciativa de paz, de amistad, junto con amigos de Puerto Rico. Y pues decirles que esto es un distanciamiento social, pero en realidad con este folkonlinefest estamos totalmente conectados con las demás culturas. Y pues, muchísimas gracias por todo.
All right. So to all our viewers, this is the time. Buckle up. We start this awesome journey in the African continent. Kenya is a multicultural country with more than 42 different ethnicities. The Nairobi Dance Ensemble performance is a collection of dances and music from almost all of these tribes. The company is composed by 35 talented dancers, musicians, and acrobats based in the Kenya's capital, Nairobi, commonly known as the City in the Sun. Now, to officially open the Folk Online Fest from Kenya. Enjoy the performance of the Nairobi Dance Ensemble.
Everybody, everybody, bring your calabash, on your own cocoa, on your own cocoa, on your own cocoa, on your own cocoa. Everybody, everybody, bring your calabash, on your own cocoa, on your own cocoa, on your own cocoa. Everybody, everybody, bring your calabash, to your own cocoa, on your own cocoa, on your own cocoa. Everybody, everybody, bring your calabash, to your own cocoa. Everybody, bring your Uinja Kotiro Toguru Dokedara Uinja Kotiro Toguru Dokedara Aye, aye, aye,
The next country in our lineup is Chile. Chile is the longest country in the world and it is the richest country in South America. It extends from South America to the Antarctica and also through the Oceania with Easter Island. And now I would let you with Olvin and Patricia, who will be formally introducing the dance ensemble from Chile.
Welcome, guys. I want to present you our friends from Chile, Álvaro Salinas and Mónica Salvo. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello. Welcome.
We're very glad to have you join the folkonlinefest. They are from Agrupación Artística Sentires from Chile, as I was saying. And guys, can you introduce a little bit about your group?
Sure. Hello. Sentires, which is the name of our group, means in Spanish to feel or to sense. And basically, what we're a group that has been around since July 2014. We are of a folkloric nature, and our aim is to rescue, to preserve, and to promote the traditions of Chile through an innovative perspective, creating artistic works that intertwine music, dance, and even poetry to showcase the traditions of Chile and of Latin America. Of our work, how our members are doing is very important for us.
Thank you. And now to go straight to the performance, what is it that you're going to show us today?
Well, today we are presenting a piece of work that is called En un lugar de mi tierra, which in Spanish it means somewhere in my land. Basically, through dances, through rites, through poetry and stories, this production attempts to rescue the memory of our people or of our ancestors from a very intimate setting. We're actually going into the homes of Chileans who are living into the different regions of our country at a different place in time. And we're showing all that through dances and poetry and music, as I said.
Thank you, Olvin and Patricia. And now we continue with Agrupación Artística Sentires.
El Kaikai es un juego de hilos que sirve para contar historias, mitos y leyendas de Rapa Nui. El nombre de este Kaikai es Dos hermosas jóvenes. Escuchen todos el recitado o patautau de este Kaikai.
And now we move from South America all the way out to Eurasia. As you will see, we're going to be traveling across the world to the European region and the borderline between Europe and Asia. That's where we have the country of Georgia. Did you know that in 1977, the Voyager 2nd traveled to space and the folk song Chacrulo from Georgia traveled out to space, and today it continues to travel throughout the universe. And now we'll go ahead and talk to Patricia and Olvin which will have an interview with the director of the group. And after that, we will watch the folklore dances from Georgia.
We're now with a friend from Georgia, and we have our guest today is the director of the Georgian Youth Folkloric Ballet, Egrisi, Mr. George Filishvili. Hi, George.
Hello, hello. I want to welcome all the participants of our wonderful festival and send our greetings from Georgian Youth Folklore Ballet Greece and from Georgia.
Hi, George. Can you talk about your group just a little bit?
Okay, yes, thank you. Georgian Youth Folklore Ballet Greece was founded in March 1995 in Tbilisi, in Georgia. The founder of company is Vladimir Pilishvili, my father, former leading solist of a national ballet company of Iliko Sofishvili. Art leader and choreographer is me, George Pilishvili, a leading solist of the state dance company Mamuli of Ministry of Defense of Republic of Georgia. Structure of the ensemble is 219 about members. The senior, average and young group of children at the age from 6 to 24 years.
George, why did you decide to participate in this folkonlinefest?
This is a good chance to present the treasure of a cultural heritage of our countries. It is good innovation. Thank you for this to you, which made the challenge of the day's situation in the world. I would like to take advantage of this, and I want to thank you for your work to giving us opportunity to participate in the first online festival.
Thank you, Alvin. Thank you, Patricia. And now, from Georgia, they are young, they are energetic. To all of you, their youth folkloric ballet, Egrisi from Georgia. And while we continue this magical trip, now we're gonna go down back to South America. And while we continue to travel the world, we're gonna visit this beautiful country again, and we're gonna travel south to Argentina. Argentina is the second largest country in South America. Have you ever heard about a medium well churrasco? Or have you ever heard about the Pampas? Yes. So all the gaucho culture that we have in Argentina is coming from far south in the South American continent. So now we're going to continue with Olvin and Patricia, who are also going to be talking to the directors of the next ensemble.
And now we're with our friends from Argentina, and we have our guest today is Juan Santiago, the director of Ballet Folclórico Latinoamericano Santiago del Estero, also known as BAFOLSE. Welcome, Juan.
Thank you very much. How are you?
Very, very good. Thank you for joining us.
No,
Juan.
of course, we are at your disposition.
Juan, can you talk a little bit about your group?
Yes, of course. Our group, the name of the group, of course, is BAFOLSE. It's a group that we have 33 years old now. It was founded by my mother, Mercedes Ballerini de Mesat. She was the former director, and she has a great knowledge about the dances from our country and from all Latin America, because we are a group that we do dances from Argentina and from all Latin America. And we have currently 45 dancers. And of course, we are not in an activity right now.
Yeah, now that you mentioned that, I was going to ask, like, what is the situation with the coronavirus in Argentina, and how has impacted your cultural work?
Yes, the situation here, like everywhere else, is really difficult, of course. We have to stay at home, and because of that, we cannot work as we should and as we wanted. But we have to be responsible, we have to be aware of the situation, and we have to take care of each other by staying at home. But the situation is difficult, but we think that if we do what we have to do, everything will be over soon. So I think our message should be that, should be a hopeful message. And before we know, we will be hugging each other again, and we will be rehearsing and dancing together again. Of course, in the cultural situation here is the most difficult, because there are several things that the government has to take care of first. But we keep moving, we keep doing things like this kind of events that we think that it's very important that we keep doing it.
Can you tell us a little bit about what are you going to present? What is it that everybody will enjoy today?
Yes, we will do some dances from the central regions and the northwest and northeast regions from Argentina, and of course a little bit of tango. Our city, Santiago del Estero, it's located at the northwest of our country. It's a really old city. It's the first one founded, and our folk dances are really alive here. We still use our folk dances, so it's really important for us. And you will see, of course, some of that dances that the names are chacarera, a little bit of malambo, that the dances from only the men's, and samba, and a little bit from the northwest of Argentina, dances like chamamé, that they are really different from our city. And of course, tango, that is the worldwide known.
Thank you, Alvin and Patricia, and we continue the magical Folk Online Fest with el Ballet Folclórico Latinoamericano Santiago del Estero.
playa, el río más largo, las minas malditas del mundo. El dulce de leche, el gran colectivo, alpargatas, soda y alfajores. Las huellas digitales, los dibujos animados, las jeringas descartables en la Mirome. La transfusión sanguínea, el 6-0 Perú y muchas otras cosas más. La argentinidad al palo, la argentinidad al palo, la argentinidad al palo, la argentinidad al palo. Una forma más de demorarse, solo es una forma más de demorarse, solo es una forma más de demorarse.
We understand that the coronavirus or the COVID-19 situation may be difficult for you guys. It is also very difficult for us as well. But at the same time, we wanted to take the opportunity to pass a message of unity along to all of you. This is a message not only for the folk artists who are currently watching us, but for all our community.
And now we are joined by a friend and colleague in the cultural world, Mr. Fabrizio Cattaneo. He is the Secretary General of the International Organization of Folk Art, IOV, and he is in Italy. Hi, Fabrizio.
Hi there. Hi there. How are you?
We are very good, all in our houses, but we are good.
Of course.
So, Fabrizio, what is the situation in Italy? Because obviously all of the countries are going through most of the same situation, but in Italy you had it earlier and the situation got really big. So I wanted to see if you can share with us how is the situation right now?
In Italy, of course, is a bad situation, and especially in my city, because I live in Bergamo, and Bergamo is in the north Italy, and we are the city with the best number of person contaminated, but the real situation is incredible bad. There are people in hospital, and is not possible to find one solution. If we not found quickly the one system to block this problem, to fix the problem with coronavirus, is not possible to restart the normal life. We must to stay all in our home, all the shop, the activity, the factory, all the situation in the city is closed. Of course, we cannot go outside from our house, because if we go outside, there are military policemen and they block us. Okay, so in Italy now we have 19,000 person dead, and there are approximately 100,000 contaminated.
It's so sad to hear about it, Fabrizio. And how it has impacted to your folk groups?
But it's not easy. It's not possible to restart life. Of course, every activity was closed, every festival, but not only festival. All the activities, such a game in Italy, football is very important for Italian people, but the stadium is closed. Not possible. Never is possible to do. nothing. We need to stay at home. We can read much book. We can make research in our library. We can study. We can prepare, sing, dance. But we need to stay home. Thank you very much, Alvin, for this interview. Thank you very much, Patricia. It's beautiful to meet you.
Thank you so much, Fabricio. Thank you for joining us and for sharing your experience with us. And I hope that you stay safe, and I hope that we can meet again sometime soon when the situation comes back to normal.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
And see you in the next time. Goodbye. Goodbye.
At this time, we will travel from South America to South Asia. And we will do so to visit Indonesia. Indonesia is the largest island country in the world. As you can see here, Indonesia is a compound of 17,000 islands all together in one country. The company Pusat Olah Budaya Mulyo Joyo will show us their great dances and music from the country of Indonesia. to travel the world, and it is time to travel from Indonesia back to South America. And it is time for Brazil. Brazil is the land of samba and also the land of the Carnival of Rio de Janeiro. But Brazil is more than that, and Olvin and Patricia will go ahead and interview the directors from the dance group coming up from Brazil, and they will let us know a little bit more about what they do, and then on, they will present their traditional music and dances directly from the biggest country in South America, Brazil.
And now I'm joined by our friends from Brazil. With me here are Chico Cabrera, who is the director of the company Picnic from Brazil, and our friend Anderson Freitas, who is going to help us with the translation. Welcome both.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
Hi, Chico. Can you talk me a little bit about your group?
Chico, você pode falar alguma coisa sobre o seu grupo?
Sim, a companhia Piquenique hoje faz 28 anos. Nós começamos com teatro para criança, discutindo, era um grupo fazendo onomatopeias, era um dia de 2 palhaços, 2 clowns, e o grupo foi crescendo e nós nos encontramos com um dos maiores escritores de teatro para criança do Brasil, mais premiado, Vladimir Capella.
Okay.
E aí,
so the company has 28 years and today, and just start with one play with 2 clowns, and the most important nowadays that he met one of the most important guys here that write plays to the theater. Yeah, his name is Vladimir Capella.
Este autor, ele trabalhou com uma pesquisa sobre o folclore brasileiro. E ele fez o espetáculo Panos e Lendas. Panos e Lendas é uma coletânea do folclore brasileiro, são algumas lendas que são encenadas e cantadas.
Okay. He write a lot of plays, but what he wrote to us is one play that called Panos y Lendas, or the direct translation is Fabric and Legends.
Chico, sorry. Why did you decide to participate in this folkonlinefest?
Chico, por que você decidiu participar desse festival online folclórico?
É uma grande honra participar, porque eu acho que é essa interligação entre os países, mostrando cada um o folclore, que é a essência de cada um desses países, me dá um orgulho muito grande em representar o Brasil.
It's a big honor to me to represent my country and talk about folklore, about my folklore in Brazil to the world.
Acredito ser um momento muito triste para nós, para vocês e para todos os artistas do mundo, porque todos estamos parados, não é?
I believe that it is a very sad moment because all of us artists, people with a relationship with art, are just stopped.
Thank you guys, and from Brazil, for all of you, sick picnic with a mix of dance, theater, and music, straight from Brazil.
Acho que é muito mais Na pista! Na pista, senão você equilibra. Quase foi, hein? Deixa eu ficar! Mamãe, eu vou buscar a Carolina nova pra sair pro mar. Mamãe, eu vou buscar a Carolina nova pra sair pro mar. Mamãe, eu vou buscar a Carolina nova pra sair pro mar. Mamãe, eu vou buscar a Carolina nova pra sair do mar. Mamãe, eu vou buscar a Carolina nova pra sair. Posso entrar?
Pera, uva ou maçã?
Pera!
Não!
Ah, deixa eu entrar!
Pera, uva ou maçã?
Uva?
Não!
Posso entrar ou não posso?
Pera, uva ou maçã?
Ah, não, de maçã eu não posso.
Pera, uva ou maçã?
Já falei que de maçã eu não gosto.
Um, dois, três, vai! Música de vamos lá, Calu!
Quanto mais razões eu vou te dar os parabéns. Vou te dar uma linda saia de linda e dois pintéis. Aninha, tu vais ao baile, leva no chão que vai chover. E depois de madrugada, toda molhada, tu vais morrer.
Are you guys enjoying the show? I am enjoying the show, and I understand that the situation of the COVID-19 may not be a good opportunity to celebrate, but we're taking the chance here to make sure that the community stays united, like I said before. It's time to go ahead and move to another country. So we're going to do so by traveling back to South Asia and going to Malaysia. Malaysia is really close to Indonesia. Malaysia actually has a total population of 30 million people, making it the 44th most populous country in the world. Olvin and Patricia will let us know a little bit more by having an interview with the directors from the next group online.
Hello and welcome back. Now we are joined by Shah Nasmi, who's the director of the Wind Breeze Dance Company from Malaysia. Hi, Shah, how are you? Thank you for joining us.
Hi. How are you? Fine, thank you. I'm fine. Thank you very much.
Very good. We're
Thank you
very
for having me.
Hi, Shah. Can you briefly introduce your group, please?
Okay, sure. Well, my group is called Wind Breeze Dance Company, which we are based in the state of Sabah, one of the 14 countries, state in Malaysia. We are situated in the island of Borneo in the northern part, and currently we have like around 40 members of group, aged between 10 to 40 years old.
And why did you decide to participate in this folkonlinefest?
Okay. First of all, it is very interesting to have found new format of competition, especially introducing promoting the folklore. So I think this is one of good ways to promote our culture and also promote friendship between the countries, between the participant, and also one way to give my dancers good experience during this time, the coronavirus pandemic situation right now.
And now that you mentioned that about the coronavirus and the situation, I wanted to ask you how is it being managed? What is the situation in Malaysia right now with this pandemic?
During this time, the situation in Malaysia is not really high as maybe other countries, but it is really alarming because since the before the lockdown period, the numbers of infected people are increasingly drastically. But since we are doing the lockdown restriction movement order, the number is slowly getting down, and the number of fatality is getting low. And luckily, it seems like we have been managing the pandemic situation quite good in Malaysia, actually.
So now to continue and to finally see the performance, can you tell us what are we going to see? What are you going to present at the festival?
We have two performances. The first performance is a performance depicting the life of the Murut people in Sabah. Murut people is the head hunting tribe, and the performance is try to showcase the daily life in the Murut people uh, routine, from the head hunting, from the celebration, all aspect of their lives, daily life. And the second performance is a Malay dance. It's a Malay folk dance. We call it Zapin here. It is a festivities performance. It showcases how joyful and how happy the whole performance is about happiness and joyful, and the intricate showcase of the foot movement of the dance.
Thank you guys for doing that. I truly appreciate what you're doing here with all these groups. And I know that the people who are watching us are enjoying the show. Actually, as a matter of fact, a lot of the people, a big group of the people who are currently watching us, are watching us from the country of Malaysia. Hello to everybody there in Malaysia, and please continue to share this video because we want to make sure that this video goes viral all throughout South Asia as well. And now, without preambles, let's continue the show with the Wind Breeze Dance Company from Malaysia. Wow, great dances and nice melodies. Now we're going to continue our journey from South Asia into the Pacific. And we're going to do so visiting the French Polynesia. Tahiti is the largest island of the French Polynesia. Did you know that in the ancient Polynesian language, the word please did not exist? No, it didn't. And why? Because the community shared pretty much everything that they had. There was no need to say please in their language. So now, let's enjoy the music and dances of Tamariki Puerani from French Polynesia and Tahiti.
no kuno, o te ororiki.
As I said at the beginning of this show, el Ballet Folclórico Nuevo Jalisco joined Guamanique de Puerto Rico as a cohort of this wonderful festival. So it is time to travel to Mexico now. But we will travel to North America instead. In North America, we have the country of Mexico. In Spanish, its name is Estados Unidos Mexicanos. In English, we could find a version of it, and maybe it'll sound as United States of Mexico. Going a little bit deeper into Mexico, we find the state of Jalisco. In Jalisco, we have the city of Guadalajara. Guadalajara is the second most largest and most populated city in the country of Mexico. From there, our friends from El Ballet Folclórico Nuevo Jalisco are bringing their music and dances. So now Alvin and Patricia will go ahead and talk to their director to let us know a little bit more about what they're bringing to make the show go on.
And now I'm joined by our friends from Mexico. I'm joined by Rodrigo Padilla. He's the director of Ballet Folclórico Nuevo Jalisco, which is the co-host of this festival in collaboration with Guamanique de Puerto Rico. Hello, Rodrigo. Hola.
Hola, ¿qué tal, Olvin? Muchas gracias. Muy buenas tardes. Y hola, Pati, ¿cómo están? Buenas tardes a todos.
I'm going to be assisting in translating the questions and the answers from Rodrigo. So Patricia will start with the questions.
Hola, Rodrigo, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes.
Hola, Pati, ¿qué tal?
¿Nos puedes platicar un poco sobre tu ballet folclórico Nuevo Jalisco?
Sí, claro, con gusto. Ballet Folclórico Nuevo Jalisco es una compañía profesional de danza folclórica independiente aquí en Guadalajara, Jalisco. Tenemos 3 años trabajando y esta propuesta nació de la inquietud de querer llevarle al público una forma diferente de hacer folclore y una propuesta escénica distinta a lo que normalmente se conoce aquí, y entonces nosotros estamos preocupados por rescatar las tradiciones del pueblo mexicano y llevarlas a la escena.
So the question was if they can introduce a little bit or briefly the group, and Rodrigo was mentioning that Ballet Folclórico Nuevo Jalisco was founded 3 years ago, and they are based in Guadalajara, Mexico. They are an independent dance company, folkloric dance company, and their main goal is to bring to the audiences and to the general public a new way of experiencing folkloric dances in a new artistic proposal.
Ok, Rodrigo, como grupo, ¿cómo han continuado con sus entrenamientos ante esta contingencia de COVID-19?
Sí, mira, nosotros a partir de que se hizo el anuncio oficial de las autoridades, nos guiamos sobre todo con la Secretaría de Educación Pública, decidimos parar nuestras actividades también en nuestra academia, y de esa forma nosotros migramos a una nueva manera de trabajar, que fue la manera virtual. Hicimos conexiones a través de Facebook Live en un grupo privado que tenemos en la compañía, y de esa manera damos los ensayos y los chicos después nos mandaron sus evidencias de qué fue lo que se aprendió y cómo avanzaron con los montajes que seguimos haciendo, porque tenemos muchos planes futuros y pues necesitamos seguir trabajando, ¿no?
So the question was how they have continued their cultural work and their artistic rehearsals and their artistic work despite the situation with the coronavirus and all the lockdown that is happening. And Rodrigo is mentioning it's very interesting because they have a very rigorous structure that they are applying. Immediately after the announcement, the public government announcement was made of the closure or the quarantine, they ceased all the classes in the academy, in the schools, and then they moved everything online. They have been doing webinars or online classes, and they have been recording and even giving assignments to the students, and they have to demonstrate that they have been practicing their assignments. So that's very interesting that they're doing that. Also, they have kept a very strict schedule of rehearsals because they have a lot of plans in the future, and they want to keep up with the demands.
Y ahora sí les platico, bueno, lo que vamos a poder presenciar en la gala del día de hoy es un cuadro que nosotros presentamos con una esencia ranchera. Evocamos lo que pudo haber sucedido en los ranchos, una fiesta donde se comparte la tradición de la charrería con los bailes folclóricos interpretados por el son de mariachi, y que en un conjunto de una verbena podemos disfrutar de algunas piezas que van a poderle dar un extracto de lo que sucedía realmente en aquellos ayeres, en la época del rancho y del folclore y la música tradicional de mariachi.
It's basically a recreation of the lifestyle and the experiences in the rancho, which is kind of a countryside environment, let's say, and they're going to be representing a lot of the most, some of the most typical Mexican representations, like the mariachi and the charreria, which we cannot translate that, but you will see in the performance, and they're recreating this in a verbena, which is kind of like a party, let's say, in the old times, a get together in the countrysides. So they're trying to recreate all these experiences in the Mexico of the past, and put this all together for us to enjoy.
Thank you so much, Alvin and Patricia. And without else to say, with all of you, el Ballet Folclórico Nuevo Jalisco de México. it is time to close our show, but before we do so, we still have to travel to a little group of islands that I know you might be thinking what I'm thinking, right? Yes, we're going to Puerto Rico. So first, we're going to travel from Mexico all the way out to the Caribbean Sea. In the Caribbean Sea, we have few groups of different archipelagos. To the east side of Puerto Rico, we have the minor outlying or smaller Antilles, and to the west of Puerto Rico, we have the islands of Hispaniola and also the island of Cuba. So going a little bit into Puerto Rico, we'll visit the city of Manatí. Manatí is where Guamanique de Puerto Rico holds its operations. And also, I know that most of you may be wondering, what is Puerto Rico? Where are these people and why are they so famous throughout the world? Well, yes, Puerto Rico has been recognized for having renowned artists like Ricky Martin, Cani Garcia, Calle 13, Daddy Yankee, and in the reggaeton side, we also have Bad Bunny. Puerto Rico is also a big provider to the arena of music and also popular culture with the salsa dance. And now we will move with Alvin and Patricia. We would have a very nice conversation with the director of Guamanique de Puerto Rico, a group and an organization that I belong to and I feel very proud of being part of.
And now we are with the last group to perform at the festival. And it's an honor for me to introduce Guamanique, the host group, and a group that I'm part of as well. So I'm very honored and pleased to introduce Dr. Eduardo Calderon from Puerto Rico. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi, everybody from Puerto Rico.
Eduardo, can you share with us, with the people that are watching, a little bit about Guamanique?
Sure, of course. First of all, good evening. Guamanique is a folkloric dance group founded in 1994 in the city of Vega Baja, Puerto Rico. Our mission is keeping the traditions alive, feel proud of our culture. I know people have been taught to feel ashamed of folk belief, and that is our vision. Give them the opportunity of discover their roots. Like a school teacher and university professor, I think that. However, this could be changed. We are working on it. Guamanique has been traveled around the world since 1995, 25 countries teaching or learning. So, very important thing, learn about other culture.
Eduardo, y cuéntanos por qué decidiste participar en este festival folkonlinefest.
Pues, ¿qué te puedo decir? Tan pronto me enteré que México y Puerto Rico estaban tomando una iniciativa tan fantástica de dar la oportunidad a las personas de tener este tipo de espectáculo, pues decidí apoyar porque en esta situación tan difícil que estamos viviendo, ciertamente sería como un oasis, un alivio, y de la misma vez fomentamos la importancia que tiene la cultura, aprender acerca de la tradición en los respectivos países que van a estar participando. Definitivamente quiero ser parte de la historia que estamos haciendo a través de este festival en línea.
¿Y qué es lo que nos van a presentar en este festival?
Pues bien, nosotros vamos a presentar el baile de bomba. La bomba es uno de nuestros bailes folclóricos, pudiéramos decir, más emblemáticos desde mi perspectiva. Es un baile que heredamos de la herencia africana. Consiste en un diálogo rítmico, tambores, maracas, cuá, y ciertamente desde una perspectiva muy particular hemos hecho investigación sobre la bomba y sus homólogos en el Caribe. Y esta danza, precisamente de la herencia africana, sería la que presentaríamos en esta noche.
This is so amazing, the fact that it is a collaborative project between two countries, different languages, and we're talking to many people, and even in the distance. And it's beautiful that we can interact and learn from each other throughout the night. We have talked to so many people, and directors of other groups and learn the situation in their countries. So for me, I'm very satisfied and happy of this experience. And as you see in this interview, we all communicate in different languages. We can talk in Spanish and English, but the important thing is that we are all connected with the same goal of sharing some culture, some art, and just in these difficult times, using folklore in a way to ease the situation. So I'm excited to see the performance from Guamanique, and thank you, Eduardo, for joining us.
You're very welcome.
For more than 400 years of racial interactions between different groups in the Caribbean, specifically by Afro-descendants who came all the way out from the African continent into the Caribbean, the bomba dance emerged in Puerto Rico as a series of rhythms who together created this genre. Bomba is a dialogue, is an interaction between the dancers and the musicians. Enjoy with Guamanique de Puerto Rico y la bomba puertorriqueña.
Bambula ese, allá César, conmigo nomás. Bambula ese, mi bomba de Loíza pa' bailar. Bambula ese, mi bomba de Loíza pa' gozar. Bambula ese, mi bomba puertorriqueña. Bambula ese, mi bomba bien cultural. Bambula ese, allá Guamanique baila bomba. Bambula ese, mi bomba para bailar. Bambula ese, mi bomba para gozar. Bambula ese, allá bambula. Bambula ese allá, bambula, bambula ese allá, me la bomba pa' bailar, bambula ese allá, repique de tambores pa' gozar, bambula ese allá, 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 bambula, bambula ese allá, bambula, bambula ese allá, suéname la bomba pa' bailar, bambula ese allá, repique de tambores pa' gozar, bambula ese allá, bambula, bambula ese allá, bambula, bambula ese allá, Puerto Rico baila bomba, bambula ese allá, bomba para bailar, bambula ese allá, bomba para gozar, bambula ese allá, bambula, bambula ese allá, bambula, bambula ese allá, suéname la bomba pa' bailar, bambula ese allá, que de tambores pa' gozar, bambula ese allá, 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 bambula, bambula ese allá, bambula, bambula ese allá, bambula, bambula ese allá, bambula, bambula ese allá, sea allá y bomba. Son más divina, yo son más divina, que la baila punta del pie. Son más divina, son más divina, son más divina, que repique así mi cuembe. Son más divina, son más divina, son más divina, y seré de Congo mi cielo. Son más divina, Guamanique baila bomba, son más divina, la baila punta del pie. Son más divina. Anda y ve, camino de Guayama y camino de Mayagüez. Anda y ve, camino de Guayama y camino de Mayagüez. Por aquellos caminos que caminé, anda y ve, una bomba me encontré. Anda y ve, camino de Guayama, camino de Mayagüez. Salí de Guayama y entonces yo viré. Anda y ve que mucho caminé. Anda y ve, camino de Guayama, camino de Mayagüez. Sentimiento y cultura que yo experimenté. Anda y ve hasta el amanecer. Anda y ve, camino de Guayama, camino de Mayagüez. Anda y ve, camino de Guayama, de Mayagüez. Anda y ve, camino de Guayama, camino de Mayagüez. Por aquellos caminos que caminé, anda y ve que mucho yo bailé. Anda y ve, camino de Guayama, camino de Mayagüez. Sentimiento y cultura que nunca olvidaré. Anda y ve que mucho yo bailé. Anda y ve, camino de Guayama, camino de Mayagüez. Por aquellos caminos que caminé, anda y ve, una bomba me encontré. Anda y ve, camino de Guayama, camino de Mayagüez. Anda y ve, camino de Guayama, camino de Mayagüez.
And unfortunately, this is the end of the Folk Online Fest. It is really sad for me to say, but I'm also happy in the meantime. I'm happy because all of our viewers stayed there watching the live of the Folk Online Fest. All of you who shared our videos, all of you who were part of the Folk at Home Challenge, all the volunteers who got together for the creation of the first, the one and only international online folk festival in the planet, in the whole galaxies and the universe, the Folk Online Fest. At the same time, I want to personally thank Oben and Patricia for being together and getting the ideas that we needed to be successful in this festival. All the volunteers from Guamanique de Puerto Rico and all the volunteers from El Ballet Folclórico Nuevo Jalisco, whose ideas got together in this great product that you saw today. My name is Juan Ortiz, and I'm proud to say that we're getting closer to the Folk Online Fest.
Come and raise your voice and share the beauty of your story. Talk about the place where you were born and raise your essence. Different costumes, sounds, and ages coming together as one heart, learning all about what makes each one unique. A world of colors that paint the colors our lives. A world of colors that move with rhythm our heart. A world of music that makes us sing. A world of singing that makes us feel. A world of dancing that makes us one. A world that's rich because of people, you and me. Everybody has a path connecting to our present. Traditions that preceded us lead us to this day. Different nations, flags, and anthems celebrating one another, and your light will shine among our unique day. A world of colors that paint the colors our lives. A world of colors that move with rhythm our heart. A world of music that makes us sing. A world of singing that makes us feel. A world world of dancing that makes us fun. A world that's rich because of people unique. World of cultures that paint the colors our lives. A world